strings of his very well-strung bow. He's appearing this evening on Radio 3 in a musical fantasy about a famous meeting between Groucho Marx and T.S. Eliot. So
that's right, yeah. And I just wouldn't have dreamed that I'd be doing this kind of thing when I was saying Katanga all those years ago. But suddenly here I am doing this thing about T.S. Eliot, and it's only because I'm a fan. I love Groucho Marx. There was a glorious summer, I think it was 73, where the BBC showed every Marx Brothers film in order every Friday night at about 10:30. And whatever we were doing, whether it was kick the can or hide and seek, I'm pretty sure Graham Willits is still behind a hedge on Buffrey Park. We all ran home and to watch these Marx Brothers films.
And what's your favourite? Well, Duck Soup would be mine.
And A Night at the Opera.
Night at the Opera, yeah. In his later years, he used to write to a lot of people, and he was a great letter writer.
Yeah, he had many pen friends, and he started this relationship with T.S. Eliot because T.S. Eliot wrote him a fan letter and asked for a photograph. And we talk about this in the show, but Groucho sent him a picture of him sans the moustache and the eyebrows and the cigar. And Eliot wrote back a couple of weeks later and said, "This is great, but could you send the other picture? Can I have the picture of you going, you follow me, well, stop following me as I have you arrested." And it was a brilliant relationship. And Groucho was very cheeky. You know that whole thing of a cat can laugh at a king? Well, Groucho took the mick royally out of T.S. Eliot and wanted to be called TS2. He found out his name was Tommy Stern, so he said, "Well, I want to be called Tommy because I hate the name Julius. Call me Tommy too." And he advised T.S. Eliot about sex, and he said, "You're a good-looking guy. I can't believe they haven't put you in some sexy movies." And Eliot who you would expect to be this dry, kind of crusty guy, he thought it was really funny. Eliot had a great sense of humour. You know, he would go to the Faber editorials and let off fireworks in the coal bucket. And he was a great dancer, apparently. They called him Elbows Eliot because he was such a good dancer. I can't believe any of this. I can't imagine T.S. Eliot. Can you imagine T.S. Eliot doing the Beyonce move on the dance floor? I just don't see it. But apparently he was a great dancer and very funny and all that stuff.
But how to describe your programme that you've made? Because it's a combination. As you were illustrating there, you can do Groucho's voice, and you do Groucho. You're also narrating it, and you're also being interviewed in it about this. And there's music as well.
Because Jacko Jackchick, my friend who late of Level 42, but Jacko and I have been friends for 20 years. He was Eduardo in Raw Sex for his sins. He's done 2 Radio 3 things. The first one was called The Road to Balinar, about his search for his birth mother.
Yeah.
And then the second one was about the cult of Mario Lanza. Mario Lanza has these incredibly, fiercely loyal fans, and Jacko did a documentary about that, and he wrote this fantastically elegiac and beautiful, melancholy music for that. When I heard these 2 things, I thought, well, I'd love to do something with Jack. I wonder what it could be. And we discovered these letters between Groucho and T.S. Eliot, and we said, let's do that. But I loved reacquainting myself with Groucho Marx and reading the letters again. And Jacko's written this extraordinary music to kind of weave through the programme, because it ends with a dinner party between T.S. Eliot and Groucho and their wives. They finally meet in London at T.S. Eliot's mansion flat, and I just imagine what it would have been like for the wives to meet in the kitchen while the guys are gassing away over cigars. He's written this song called The Wives Song, and it's talking about living with a legend, and it's lovely.
Yes. Okay. Now, look, while I've got you here, you've been publicly berating the BBC and the rest of the media as part of a diversity campaign for lack of representation of ethnic minorities on air. What's the reaction have you had to that?
Black, Asian, minority ethnic people are 14.3% of the country, but you never think so watching Midsummer or the news.
Well,
apart from the soaps are
a
great.
special case, I suppose, but because that
black people in Midsummer.
Well, they had a particular thing, didn't
Downton Abbey. Yeah. I play the guy below the stairs in Downton Abbey. By the time I got to the top, the show is finished every week. Where is my scene? Oh, it is not now. I will go back below the stairs and continue with cleaning everybody's shoes. I love it in Downton Abbey, but I never get a scene with Jim Carter. It's really bad. I mean, you watch any television program, there's always one black guy who has half a line. So I've just been saying this stuff about, they should do something. There ought to be a law. Yeah. They should ring fence some money for BAME production companies or something, because something has to be done to change the situation. Ring fence is different to quotas. I think ring fence quotas are about quality and just filling positions with anybody. Yeah. And it could be, we got 4 janitors, 2 cleaning ladies, and a person with a canteen. We're done. We filled our quota. Ring fencing is about really good production companies competing for the opportunity to get this money to make great programs.
Yeah.
And you'd have to meet certain criteria to make those programs. It isn't just about giving people money because of what they look like or how they are.
Yeah.
And diversity is about inclusion. It's not just about blacks and Asians. It's about people with disabilities. It's about women. It's about people with hardly any hair. It's about everybody having a chance to do their stuff. So this is not just about me saying, I want more work. It's about the 2,000 BAME people have left the industry since 2009.
Well, it's obviously not about you because you get plenty of work. And, and not only do you get lots of different areas of work.
But it's good to speak on behalf of those who can't catch a break, you know.
And on a slightly more personal note, I've noticed there's slightly less of you now, but I understand it's because is it diabetes you've been diagnosed with or you're fending it off?
A lot of my family are diabetic and I had to do something about it. And do you know what I had to do? I had to stop eating Jamaican food for 3 days.
3 days?
And the weight just fell off. It's the no dumpling and banana diet. It works.
Yeah.
It's a long interview, Clive.
Yeah, well, this is my last
I've never spoken for this long on this programme before.
I'm just going to ask you, because you did all these areas of comedy, and now sort of later in life, you've discovered your talents as a
I've had a thing.
I've
had a thing. I've just wanted to do other things. I've been a comedian since I was 16. I've been very, very blessed I've been a comedian for as long as I wanted to do. And then when I wanted to do something serious, I did a play with Robbie Coltrane. I did Barry Rutcher said, do you want to come and do Othello with Northern Broadsides? People ask me to do things, and I love to work and I love to collaborate. As I say, thanks, whoever's looking out for me, thanks.
Right. Well, as I said, there's a mixture of all aspects of Lenny Henry in Dear Mr. Elliot, When Groucho Met Tom, because you get a bit of music, bit of comedy, and it's between the ears, and it's on Radio 3, so it's obviously a bit serious as well. That's 9:30 this evening. Thank you very much, Lenny Henry. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Music now. Until Eska released her first solo EP at the end of last year, she was regularly described as Britain's best-kept musical secret. Born in Zimbabwe, but brought up in South London, Eska is a singer, songwriter. She also plays guitar, violin, piano. So you're playing guitar today.
Yeah, it's a quattro.
A quattro, yeah, and you've got... was that Joe Newman with you also playing guitar? What are you going to sing for us? What are you going to do?
The song's called She's in the Flowers from the Gatekeeper EP.
Excellent. She's in the Flowers.
Slipped underground, hers was a battle that laid her to rest. And when her body returned to the land, seeds of a memory grew up from the earth. She's been gone a long, long time. It's alright, now she's in the flowers. Queen of the shades, seasons return though his memory fades. She is the bloom that he grips in his hand, who knew the boy but did not know the man. She knew the boy but did not see the man. She's been gone a long, long time. It's alright, now she's in the flowers. She's been gone a long, long time. It's alright, now she's in the flowers. And he says, I wonder if you'd be proud of the man, a man that I've become. I wonder if you were with me now. Oh, she's been gone a long, long time. It's alright, now she's in the flowers. She's been gone a long, long time. It's alright. It's alright. She's in the flowers. Alright. She's in the flowers, alright. She's in the flowers, alright.
Thank you very much, Eska. That was Eska with She's in the Flowers from, she said, for her Gatekeeper EP. And Eska's performing at Meltdown Festival at London South Bank Centre tomorrow. Now, Lynn.